Hello.
Hello, okay, I'm back. I had a disconnection.
I thought I had dropped, but it turned out to be you.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess we lost already our two viewers, maybe.
No, we're still on 4, but it's... Oh no, we're now back on 0.
Okay. So well, yeah, I was saying that today I hosted the game between Minineti and Goemul, and Illuminati did introduce that game. He did it pretty well as usual. And Illuminati felt a bit sad for her little sister called Mininati, so she wanted to give us her feeling. So maybe Offwo, you won't hear what she's gonna say, so you can hear it by the streaming, okay? So let's go. It's to you, Illuminati.
Khanate vs Gomel is definitely worthy to watch. I'm proud to have Khanate as a sister, despite its lose. Gomel was able to outplay its opponent with a really efficient trush, even in 4v4. I'm surprised that our master Aleph forgot to add a building of a siege workshop to counter towers. In fact, Khanate kept building more and more monasteries or town centers instead of precious rams, which could have been helpful. Bye bye Khanate. I'll miss you until the next season of the Davis Cup.
And yes, bye bye Mininati. So did you watch those games, Offwo?
Did Aleph actually write that?
I guess
I
it.
have a suspicion that you made it look like Aleph wrote...
Okay.
I have a suspicion that it was actually you that wrote that. And you put it to the AI to make it look bad.
Okay. Well, it would be interesting to hear Aleph concerning those games, and I definitely would have liked to co-cast Gomul against Illuminati with Aleph. It would have been really funny, and as Illuminati said, it was really entertaining. I had a lot of fun, especially with the 4 versus 4 and the 2 versus 2. It was great to watch. Okay, so let's start the games we are going to cast together. Settings are ready. Do you have my IP ready, Offwo?
Yeah, it should be ready to spec. Yeah. So just launch the game.
Okay, I maybe need to change the score. At least.
Yeah, I don't think it's 1-1 anymore.
Yep. So the game is Chameleon 0-0 Khanate. It looks like I failed. Let me try again. Okay. So I read the comment written by Scripter concerning Chameleon against Melion. It looks like, well, I think that Scripter would have preferred to see Melion staying alive in this tournament. Can you confirm it, Scripter 64? Or maybe Scripters just don't care, I don't know.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was also surprised to see Chameleon beat Median. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been nice. Yes, lol. Okay. Okay, so if you're ready, Offwo, I am.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so let's go. Oh, it's Turkish.
Before you natural wonders, can you taunt to 50?
50? I didn't get what you want, Offwo.
So when you're still viewing player 1, taunt 250 to itself by like pressing enter and typing 250.
Okay, sorry, I just didn't get.
Okay. Anyway, so both players are the Turks.
Yep.
As far as I can remember, Khanate doesn't have any special strategy for the Turks. It might even be making Turkish skirmishers.
Turkish skirmishers, okay. So I guess it will
Which
switch for something else in
actually,
Castle Age.
I think there's a 50% chance that instead of crossbows in Castle Age, if it thinks it's doing well, it will switch to Janissaries.
Okay, it makes sense.
Which could be interesting to see.
Yep. Yeah, because Janissary has the defensive upgrade for archers. So it can be interesting.
Yeah, Turks actually in a way have good archer rush early game because of that gold mining. You can go 2 ranges with 8 villagers instead of 9.
Exactly, yeah.
Which is useful for getting to feudal, getting to castle quicker. Oh no, look at this wolf in Khanate space.
Yeah, it's exactly what I noticed.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it was okay. Oh, it's building a second mills pretty fastly.
Yeah. This really was made before DEC really was a thing, so it has to go for the second mill in order to get up fast enough. So it's going straight. Oh, it's going straight into scouts actually. I forgot that was a possibility.
Ah, interesting. Oh, yes, at least it goes for a stable.
Yeah, and it should make a range soon, but probably because of that villager doesn't have as much wood as it should. Meanwhile, Chameleon seems to be going for some kind of fast castle strategy, because it's going up with a to feudal in a time in the kind of late 14s.
Yeah, it has already so many farms. So it goes
That's
for Wellboros.
1.03 for you. So the kind of infamous thing that Khanate's known for is this forward tower that's used as a kind of reference.
Oh yeah.
And so it's been built to the side, which is kind of okay, but it really could have been placed better.
I remember that the unknown does trush sometimes. Does Elise do trush too or not?
Khanate does not trush. Unknown and Ulysses trush. But Ulysses with quite a low probability.
Yeah.
So, as you can see, it uses this tower as a kind of a pivot, because it was scripted before DUC was a thing. So
Yeah, it's interesting to use the tower as a retreat. That's
Yeah.
nice. At least it can lure some military opponents. It can be really useful.
yeah,
And yeah, Chameleon just go for Turkish skirmishers.
it shouldn't. There should just be scouts and archers.
Oh, Chameleon just goes for a second TC.
Yeah,
Despite the
it
fact
might
it's
get it up because it hadn't really been noticed. Okay, it has been noticed, but the villager building it hasn't been noticed. So it might get it up. Especially with the lucky luring of that skirmisher.
Yep. Imagine if the Khanate would have built that tower in the opposite side. It would have been close to the wood,
it
close
is
to the gold.
It is literally 1.0 C build for a tower, so that can be quite temperamental. Okay, so Chameleon seems to have defended it.
Yeah, but it already lost so many units.
But
36
it is
actually.
even with that second TC, it's still behind in villages.
Yeah. But well, the civilian population Khanate side is really better.
Now Khanate is dropping a castle not in a great position. But
Yeah, it's quite defensive.
hopefully, Chameleon is distracted by the tower and isn't able to attack before it comes up.
Yeah, in fact, while the Khanate has absolutely almost no army, just one light cavalry which is exploring the map. Oh, and Chameleon is getting one relic from the opposite side.
Khanate is actually going Imperial.
Wow! Oh, it's pretty
That's
fast.
completely by accident. It just, because it stopped training army, it just had so many resources up that it thought, yeah, I can just click Imperial.
Okay, that's not expected by the scripters you are, but let's see if it works. At least people like to go fast Imperial with the Turkish.
Yeah, and it should switch to hand cannons, because until you get the elite upgrade for Janissaries,
Exactly,
they
yeah.
are technically better.
Yep.
And if it gets the resource, it might make some bombard cannons as well.
Okay.
Okay, it's attacking with a disadvantage, but it has better army composition.
Oh yeah, at least Cannoneers is a good addition with the Janissaries at least. It permits to the Khanate to train more units faster because it has already one castle.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because if you go fast Imperial with Janissary which has not upgraded in elite Janissary, it's kind of useless.
Yeah, but I think it's doing it. I think it needs to make a bombard cannon, but it's not getting the wood to do that. And now Chameleon's counter-attacking. I don't expect it to do much, but
Yep, it disturbs some villagers at least. And I noticed that Chameleon is building a castle at the left of its town.
Right. Now this time Khanate has a bombard cannon, and it has the last archery armor upgrade, so it shouldn't lose as much to the town centres, which was its problem with its last attack.
Yep, in fact. Well, the Khanate has a lot of wood, few gold, no food.
Yeah, it's gonna start selling that wood.
Oh yeah, it's using the food to go Hussar, which is a pretty strong unit, especially when the opponent is still in Castle Age.
Yeah. But it's still making villagers even though it has 140 of them. Which is a bit weird. I wouldn't do that nowadays.
I didn't check if ballistic is already researched. Oh, I don't remember if ballistic is a
It's
free.
not researched. No, ballistics haven't been researched. Chemistry is the only university one researched. I'm not sure whether it really affects gunpowder that much.
Yeah, good question. I don't know.
Because I remember that in the better version of Forgotten Empires, there's a tech which where ballistics would affect gunpowder units, and the kind of effect of it was actually negative. Forward castle trying to go up, but the bombard cannons are in the way, and they're kind of behaving a bit weird. Okay.
Oh yeah, I like this aggressive castle push.
Yeah.
Well, it's turning pretty out for Chameleon.
Yeah. One thing that Khanate could improve on, that it hasn't managed to escrow for that final cavalry armor upgrade, and that's making its hussars 3 times as more vulnerable to the TC than they should be.
Is it something you will improve or not? Because you are the one
Yeah, I'm
who couldn't
not.
make it.
At the time I was just really lazy and didn't have kind of research orders at all. I used to have kind of rules that were kind of current ages imperial, research everything,
Yeah.
and no escrow or anything, so luckily I got rid of that habit. But Chameleon should resign soon.
Yeah, it should at least.
I don't think it's... I think its resign rule is bad, but not awful.
Well, maybe it keeps thinking it has a chance because it is rebuilding at the left of the map with 1 UTC. Supposed to be protected by the castle, 1 monastery, 1 barrack. Well, I think we can definitely give the admin win to the Khanate anyway.
Yeah, and bombard towers are going up.
Yeah. Okay, good job. Really good job by the Khanate with this fast Imperial, unexpected by his own scripter. "32 minutes in 1 versus 1. I've never seen Barbarian to go Imperial that fast in 1 versus 1. So let me change the score. It's a best of 3, so it means that if the next game is won again by the Khanate, the series would be over already. So tell me when you're ready, Offwo.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So here we go. Good luck, both AIs. I would like to see a third game, so I want Chameleon to win this one.
Right. So we have the French, the Japanese, the Britain, the Persian, sorry, and the Celts.
Right, yeah, and we've got Frankish, which is pocket, Chameleon side.
Yeah, it's pocket both sides, so there's no kind of inequality there.
Oh, and Persian and Frank for Chameleon. In the opposite side, we've got Frank and Persian too.
Oh yeah,
okay.
no. And on both sides, the Japanese is a flank, which is another civilization that's kind of much better in one position than the other. So the civilizations are perfectly balanced.
Exactly. It's a perfect mirror with Celt versus Celt, Frankish versus Frankish, etc.
Right. In terms of strategies, I can't remember, but it might be possible that the Celts could trust.
Oh, okay.
It's possible that the Japanese could do men-at-arms. But I'm not sure whether any of those cases will come up. Chameleon can obviously be doing anything. That's kind of the point. In fact, Chameleon may try to do. It's unlikely, but I put in a strange strategy that stays in dark, training militia for 20 minutes, and then
yeah,
it
Chameleon
goes up
yeah, it's really
and tries to
unpredictable.
kill the TC.
Well, in the round robin, I remember having seen Chameleon Frankish pocket, having stayed in feudal age, training random units like range units, militias, and few spearmen.
Yeah, one of the problems with Chameleon and why kind of Scripter decided to move on from it was that it's picked to stay compatible with 1.0c. He had to not make it possible to have separate strategies for pocket and flank. By the way, the orange player attempted to drush with 5 militia, but it hasn't seemed to attack for whatever reason.
Yes, 5 militians, men at arms.
And the blue Chameleon is just exploring with a villager. And it's in Orange's base at the moment.
Oh yeah, that's right.
P5 is attacking. It's got the forward tower up.
Yeah, Orange lost
Um,
quickly its army on the yellow TC.
Yeah, it's literally just attack now. With that kind of target strategic number. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah, Red shouldn't have any trouble to defend against Steel, but there is a tower which
Yeah.
is cooked by Red actually.
Red might take it now. It depends how quickly player 5 decides to ungarrison its units and defend the tower.
Okay, yellow looks to be hesitating. Okay, it's coming on the range on the gold mine, and it can hurt some villagers.
But orange is up to castle. It has some archers, but it's been kicked off its gold. But purple is coming,
Oh, yep.
but it might not necessarily attack.
Oh, what's the way the Khanate attacks? It looks to be attack groups or no?
It uses raids. It uses attack now to launch raids on Pacific camps.
Okay. It looked to have not patrolled because it's just crossed the yellow army without having given any shots.
Yeah, it uses priorities to attack the camps rather than the army because it was at the time too difficult to coordinate help. So you might as well, while your ally is being destroyed, go and kill your enemy and make it a 2 versus 2. That's kind of the whole plan.
Okay, the teal one is still in feudal age, while orange is already in castle.
Yeah, orange attempted a fast castle, but it doesn't have enough resources to upgrade its units,
Yep.
so it was pretty pointless.
Yeah, but purple is doing the job anyway. Yellow is in a big trouble. Well, the good point is the fact that the purple snacks are not killing villagers, just focusing on barracks building in the front. Yeah, it gives the time to yellow to reach castle, but now the harassment is
Meanwhile,
starting.
green and red are pushing back on player 5, but player 5 manages to get up.
Yeah, I noticed that the Khanate use villagers to fight against the knight. It's something I noticed a few minutes ago.
Yeah, so at the time, there was a kind of laming strategy where you would plant one skirmisher on each of the AI's camps, and you could just win the game with that.
That's
if you were
right,
quick
yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
So it aggressively, because it was released with kind of the Forgotten Empire's original version, it aggressively uses its villagers. So kind of, even though it might lose some, that laming strategy doesn't work.
Well, how can you explain the fact that green and blue switch the target and now they're focusing gray? While teal is definitely
I
not dead.
don't know. I think Chameleon deliberately tries to double people, even though it doesn't consider pockets and flanks.
Well, actually, red and green are in a bad shape, especially yellow.
Well, but Grey got hurt. But they're just suiciding into the TC. Another mistake that Chameleon's making is that it took iron casting before chain barding, and that's unnecessarily making its knights weak to the town centres.
Yeah, that's right. Even the Persian has this problem. Yeah,
It's
blue too.
making throwing axemen, which is a bit of a strange strategy, but that sounds like something Chameleon would do.
Okay, yellow is almost out of this game. Red tends to go
Yeah,
full
and
skirmishers.
Orange did a Castaway Trush.
Oh, yep. Castle Age trash, why not?
I don't know why. Orange is on 200 pop. Khanate tends to overboom, so hopefully Orange will be able to send resources to its allies,
Okay,
particularly to
that's
Grey,
nice.
so it kind of helps itself out.
Okay, purple is finishing the work on yellow. Purple and orange should switch to go for the next target pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something I already noticed before. Chameleon won't go for paladins as Frankish, it just prefers to go throwing axemen.
I think that's because Archon worked on a couple of strategies for Franks,
Oh,
and
it
his
will
are
be
generally
okay.
stronger, and the one he chose for Franks goes Axeman, so that's loaded much more often than the other ones.
Okay, yeah. Well, I would have liked to see some paladins Chameleon's side, but yeah. Well, purple is doing his game. After having killed yellow, it's crossed the whole map to
Purple's
kill the
going
red
to
now.
red.
Yep. Just the paladin upgrade is missing because it has already plate birding and black furnace. Well, it looks like Offwo, the Khanate will reach the stage 2 of this tournament after Alice's and Zernon, which didn't need to play the qualification stage. So you've got
Ulysses
3 AIs.
Ulysses did win its group.
Yeah, it was Doomsday.
I'm not too surprised, given that it kind of had an easier group. But it was a good AI for its time, but it's just a bit outdated now. So I don't think it's gonna do well when it goes up against the kind of newer AIs in the second stage.
Okay.
I think Ulysses does the same strategies, or similar strategies, and it just kind of executes them a lot better.
Yeah, that's the idea. Well, if I remember, the group in which Alyssa's will play is not that hard, so Alyssa should be in the stage 3
I think
without any
so.
problem.
And how many AIs get to stage 3?
Oh, it's we've got 12 AIs which will reach the stage 3. And to have a guarantee to reach the stage 3, you need to finish at the first position of your group.
So 8, that makes 8.
Yeah, exactly, 8 AIs, because
Okay.
we've got 8 groups. And then it's the same as the qualification stage. It means that the second of the group will have to play against another second, and the winner will reach the stage 2 with 8 others.
Okay, I reckon it will just about reach stage 3.
Well, the
Like,
stage
I
is-
would say it's in the top 10, but there are gonna be some upsets and some AIs make it to the final stage that we kind of don't expect. Like,
Yep.
Geonil could be one that kind of makes it to the kind of final 8 that instead of a kind of more well-known one.
I should maybe increase the speed because it looks to be finished.
The Persians are making unupgraded war elephants for some reason. I don't know why.
The Persian has a grey. I don't see
Yeah.
the Persian. You're talking about Chameleon or the Khanate?
The Khanate has some.
It's in its town.
No, in Queens.
Oh, okay, I found it. Yeah, there are not too many AIs train elephants. I saw Maya doing it.
Yeah, so the way I do it now, if I was doing this again, is only when you have like 5,000 of heavy resource and 5 castles, straight up switch from paladins to elephants, but it's not worth doing it before then.
Yes, it's what I like with Warlock Kingdom. The many units with elephants which are not that expensive.
Yeah, I think, and also, this was actually still in from kind of a suggestion I made 5 years ago, but I take credit for this balance change, but in Castle Rage, on Wooloo Kingdoms, elephants are very effective against wolves. That was kind of changed to give them some kind of use in Castle Rage.
Yeah. Well, I think that the Khanate just outplayed Chameleon for having killed really fastly the flanks.
Yeah, it was designed to be very aggressive. So when I was making kind of Forgotten Empires AIs, I realised because the main AI shit with it would be Horde or Crummy, I probably couldn't make an AI overall as good as either of those. But I decided to make one really aggressive AI for players who like that, and kind of one really passive AI for kind of the people that would play like No Rush Black Forest and stuff.
Oh, I think I lost Offwo.
Oh
Oh no, you're
dear.
still here. Okay. Okay, so really good job for the Khanate. I didn't expect so fast games. I wanted a 2 versus 2, but it won't happen.
Okay, do you want to do what was it? Tyrants against something or other? I've forgotten. Or...
Yeah, it was Vetrix, Tyron versus Vetrix, but I think I'll just stop for tonight.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, and
Thanks for streaming, and viewers, thanks for watching.
yeah, thank everyone. Thanks Offwo for having co-casted with me, and we've got many really interesting games to keep casting for the next stage. So stay around and see you people. Bye bye.
Bye.